Rhiannon Lovell,
Thank you.
founder of Amit,
Yes.
fitness freak since 17, which we've discussed is only 4 years ago.
Yeah,
or
4
maybe
years
not.
ago.
I'm not a good judge of age. Welcome to Business Insider and Commercial HQ's boardroom.
Thank you.
Really interesting space, highly competitive space in the fitness area.
Yeah.
Working in it formally since 2009. A couple of the biggest challenges you faced in that time?
The biggest challenges since 2009. I guess top of mind, first thing that comes to mind, I've got 2 young children, so it's always that balance, you know, between family, business, and I study as well, so I'm at university too, so...
You have a full life.
I have a rather full life, yeah. So I think, you know, first, top of mind, that's the first thing that comes to mind has been the challenge in getting that balance, and I'm not sure that there is such thing as, you know, a perfect work-life balance.
And I think that we'll come back to that,
Yeah,
but we
yeah.
do need to identify that for anyone who's watching and thinking about how easy it would be to set up a fitness business
Yep.
with a family and you would just run it so smoothly, and that's not the case. That's what we'll establish right now.
Yeah, it's, oh, look, yeah, it depends on how big you want to grow, I guess, but it is and why I set up the business initially was to, so that I could drop the kids off to school or to daycare or preschool and pick them up in the afternoons, or let my husband look after the kids in the evening so I could go out and do some classes. So it's flexible in the sense that you can work around the kids, but I think as far as taking it on as a serious business, because there's a lot of fitness professionals out there that just do it part-time, or they have a full-time job and then they do the fitness outside of full-time hours. So. But for me, it's my sole source of income, and it's my passion, and that's what I do. So to take it to that next level, yeah, you do need to get a little bit serious about it.
And you've employed people, or you're working in a team?
Yeah.
Talk about that.
No, I have two girls that work for me, 2 other trainers that work for me, and an administration person. And they've only really come on probably in just over the last 12 months. So, and it's been integral to the growth. You know, you can't do everything yourself, so it's been amazing having them help me out. So,
how big can this be? What do you think you'll be doing in a couple of years' time?
Ooh, the vision for the business is quite big. So, and there's a long-term strategy there. So to take it our vision is about connecting with and inspiring people to live their wellness vision. And wellness is probably the next area of the whole fitness industry, fitness and health, that's starting to evolve. So when we talk about wellness, we're talking about optimal physical and mental health. So that's my passion, is to help people pursue that. And pursuing that actually isn't a quick thing. It takes a long time, and it's a constantly evolving process as well, something that I'm constantly going through myself too. So look, the vision is to create a space on the Central Coast that incorporates everything that we do and have other allied health professionals involved with that as well. So I would like to take some kind of education Australia-wide, but we're just kind of working on that step by step at the moment.
Okay.
So.
And we happen to be getting through a fairly wet period here on the Central Coast, and that knocks your outdoor stuff around. Is it all outdoors that you work, or? No,
we do have a space that we use. So currently based over at Edelong, we use the beautiful waterfront area over there. So, you know, if it's just light rain, we still train, you know, because it is about just working through those barriers, you know. So despite the fact it's raining, let's still get out and do some movement. And usually at the end of it, you're so hot and sweaty anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
It saves the time in the shower block later.
Exactly. So, but we do have a space that we use if it is kind of torrential. And also I have a home-based studio that I train out of as well. And we do a bit of mobile training. So we have found that over the time it's often easier to go to people rather than them necessarily coming to us.
Have you marketed this formally, or is it word of mouth?
One of our strong business values is actually to be very environmentally aware, or as we phrased it, hug a tree. So
if only I'd known.
Yeah, I know. So and that's something we're really passionate about. So I don't actually do a lot of paper-based advertising or anything like that. No real kind of traditional advertising. It has been very much by word of mouth and a lot of social media stuff as well. So, and just I think it comes down to connecting and engaging with other people within the community. You know, I love chatting to people about their health and finding out what they're doing.
And you are a specialist pregnancy
Yes, I am.
What is that
Oh, what is that? So just having done many courses in that area, so super passionate about women's health, but I guess the thing that attracts me to the pregnancy and postnatal field is, one, having been there myself, but to that prenatal stage is where you set up your health for the rest of your life. So from a mother's perspective, we're responsible for, you know, what we put into our bodies and how we move our bodies during that stage. And I think there's a lot of misinformation out there about what pregnant women can and can't do. And there's actually not too, you know, when we really look at it, there's not too many barriers as to what we actually can and can't do during that time. So I'm really passionate to get pregnant women moving and eating well and really investing that time into themselves, so that when they do have the baby, they're actually in a better place. Excellent. To care for the child and, you know, try and reduce stress levels. Because I don't know, have you got children?
Not anymore. They're 29 and 27. So yeah.
You know, in those early days, how stressful it can be, and lack of sleep and everything, and it takes its toll. It takes its toll on your body and your mental health as well.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely. It's still taking its toll.
Absolutely. See.
Yeah. Anyway, that's at the other
end.
Yes. So, what's 2012 look like for you? Is there things you want to do differently?
Yeah, look, it's interesting because January has actually been a really strong month of reflection for me. I've been to a couple of different courses, but also just a few family, you know, just reflecting on family, and it's been great. You know, things often happen, and whether they be good or bad, but it's a good opportunity for us to sit back and have a good think. So, yeah, I actually am really focused this year on connecting and inspiring as part of our vision, and really with the team that we currently have. And I don't know, really,
what's that mean? What do you want to do more of? Because we're connecting now.
Yeah,
back in the old.
More of this stuff. You know, I think sometimes as a business owner, we can be focused just on growth, you know, and probably lose sight maybe of why we do what we're doing. And that's probably been my biggest question throughout January, is why is it that I actually do what I do? Because this is what I love. I love that connection and love helping people take their health and wellness to the next level. So it's going to be more of that, you know, more of that real connection and development of products that involve that, and particularly in that space of women's health, you know, looking at more of a really comprehensive women's health program.
And you've worked hard on your own education in your spare time now.
Yeah.
More study. What are you doing there?
Yep. So at the moment, I'm currently pursuing the Well Coaches certificate through the States, and that's an area, as I said, being a wellness coach through Wellness Coaches Australia, that's kind of the next level that we go to. But I'm also at uni doing exercise physiology as well. So it's kind of, you know, bits and pieces everywhere.
Indeed. Well, let's talk about that life balance, you know, or work-life balance. How does that happen? Yeah.
How does it happen? I have an awesome team, an awesome support team behind me. My husband is fantastic. He recently just got a job working from home at the end of last year, so that's really helped with the kids and managing that area as well. And I have an amazing sister and brother-in-law that live on the coast too. Just a great extended family and friends network. And if it wasn't for that network and for that team, there's no way that I could do what I do. So they're integral to our success, and they're also part of the greater team as well. They're fully supportive in what we do. Yeah. So
you talked about Ilsa a little earlier, and of course you've done with her.
Yes.
Not wishing to give. Well, no, let's network here. You know, she does a very specific.
She does.
Develops a very specific set of skills.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has that been fruitful for your evolution?
Yeah, that's probably been pivotal to a lot of the stuff that I've done. Because I am an avid believer in you need to kind of work on yourself, get yourself right, particularly in my field, get yourself right, and then you can actually help other people. So there's been the neuro leadership course that I did through her was fantastic. Okay. So I actually will go on to do the next level courses, because the information.
You've got time now. I don't know why you're not doing it now.
Well, being a science geek at heart, we kind of love all that stuff.
Indeed.
So yeah.
Indeed. Yeah. Okay. We've talked about the work-life balance. We love to get our participants to talk about a rant. You know, you kind of look at the business or business environment on the Central Coast and have a comment on what you'd love to change. If you could just do that.
If I could just do that,
yeah,
it'd be the wellness of small business owners more than anything. I see it. I actually have a few small business owners as clients, and I see so much how the overall wellness affects the way that the business runs. You know, and small business is challenging. Like, you know, you gotta work hard. You know, put in a lot of hours, and often it's that focus. You know, where do I actually focus on my business and just working harder, and that detracts from the whole wellness side of it. But I'm such an avid believer that if we get this right and start getting you investing in your health and wellness, then the fruits of the business.
Is that because they think clearer or
look, it's
work
everything.
more effectively?
Well, from a biochemistry perspective, that's helping. So there's a lot less inflammation within the body. They are thinking clearer. It's less stress. You know, stress is, I think, probably the number one thing that I see a lot of people trying to manage, and that in itself there needs to be a strategy that's in place there. It's not just something you can switch off.
And the strategy is important.
Yeah, hugely so, in everything. In your wellness as well as your business.
Indeed. We are, on the Central Coast, we are sports focused. I'm not sure whether we're wellness focused yet, and you're in the right space for that.
Yeah.
But are there opportunities with existing organisations, like the Sports Academy, the Central Coast Sports Academy, to link there? Are they an alliance opportunity for you guys?
Yeah, potentially. You know, potentially. I mean, bearing in mind that fitness is just a small part of what we do. You know, we work closely with a lot of nutritionists, osteos, physios, psychologists, coaches, things like that. So, look, I'm always passionate about building alliances with people that are similarly aligned with our values, you know, and we're pretty strong with our business values as well. So, yeah. But yeah, the door's always open to have chats about that kind of stuff.
We should pursue that because it is about talking. The other element, hey, you've been going since 2009. You must be thinking about your exit strategy.
To be honest,
that's well, you do, but you're calling it a growth strategy or a substantiation strategy at the moment. So,
look, to be perfectly honest, and to cut from there, at this point in time, there's definitely obviously a vision as to where we want to take it, and there's steps to take it to the next level and step that up as it goes along. But as far as the exit strategy goes, no, because at this point in my life, I can't imagine doing anything else.
And you're having too much fun.
Precisely.
It doesn't look like it's a painful experience.
Yeah, not at all. And I am very mindful of the fact when I did quite a lot of coaching, business coaching, with a guy in the fitness industry in 2010, and it was all about, you know, setting up your business so that you could potentially sell it, but getting it to that stage where it's almost it's driven by processes and procedures, and we're in that phase of doing that. So as far as that strategic side of it goes, we've got a lot of processes and procedures in place, and that's evolving all the time. But as far as stepping out of the realm of what we're doing at the moment, no way.
Too much fun.
No way. It's too much fun and too rewarding as well. So
exciting.
yeah, it's
well
good.
done.
Thank you.
Thank you.